What's up guys? Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 5. I can't actually believe that I've made 5 days in a row. So it is Saturday and I feel like this week has actually been one of the most productive weeks of my life in recent memory. I have managed to sign the lease on my new apartment at my next destination and do all of that, like paperwork and those logistics, and like put in the deposit and the first month's payment, and everything like that is taken care of. And I feel so much better and like more settled because now I know where I'm gonna be landing next. I also made my interstitial hotel booking in between arriving and getting my new keys, so that's done. And this morning I made like a whole list of stuff that like I now need to do in the next 10-ish days before I leave, and a lot of it is going to be like, I'm like imagining that like a lot of it is annoying because I feel like this past year I've learned a lot about like bureaucracy and paperwork, but I do think that hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly and I'll be able to get through the next 10 days and be like set at my next destination without too much stress. Wish me luck. Today, one of the things I need to do probably this morning before the shops get too crowded is that I moved to Hong Kong with 3 large check-in suitcases and like 2 like cabin baggage items, and then from my first apartment to my second apartment I moved with 29 bags. But that also includes things like, I don't know, like protein powder and like kitchen things and like pantry items that I was moving from one apartment to the other. From my last apartment to this hotel room temporarily, I moved with 9 bags, but that was also moving with like things that I probably won't take out of the country. For example, protein powder. I know I keep on saying protein powder, but you guys have seen protein powder. It's like this big, it's massive. So it includes stuff like that, and then also things like pillows and just like my personal household things that I may or may not bring out of the country. So I started packing for my overseas move last weekend, and I very quickly filled 3 large suitcases, and that's when I realized that I would have to ship things. And so I've spent the past week and like weekish, maybe like 2 weeks, researching the best companies that ship luggage overseas. Like, it's a little complicated because I'm not moving an entire house. I think if you're moving like a whole apartment with furniture and or like a whole house with like your like kid stuff and like your stuff and furniture and like your entire kitchen and stuff like that, like in a way like that's extremely stressful and complicated. But there are services that are dedicated to that, so someone will come and like assess what you have and help you, and you get like a giant shipping container, and you have to put it on a ship, and you buy like part of a container, and then that like gets on a boat and that, you know, goes to your next destination. But for me, like I just have like a lot of stuff. I don't have any furniture, I don't have any like appliances, I just have a lot of stuff because I've been here for almost 2 years, and because there have been so many like seasons, and like, you know, winter, spring, summer, fall, you know the seasons. And in the middle I went to Alaska, I went to Seattle, I went to Portland. So I've traveled like a little bit during the past 2 years, and I haven't always had time to go like drop my stuff off at my New York apartment. So yeah, I'm just like a person with way too much stuff to take on a plane, but not enough stuff to like buy a part of a shipping container. So I think I found a good option, and today I'm gonna go and buy some large suitcases. I have 4 large suitcases, but I think I probably need 3 more large suitcases. That's a lot of stuff. And then I'm gonna pack them and see how that goes. So this way I at least have an entire week to potentially buy even more large suitcases if I run out of space. My goal is to get out of here with just 2 checked bags at the airport, carry on, and then I want to ship 6 suitcases, which sounds like a bananas amount of stuff, but I think it's pretty reasonable for having lived somewhere for 2 years as an adult. I think it's reasonable. I did have this like fantasy moment when I decided to leave Hong Kong, and I was talking to my boss about creating a remote role. I did have this idea. I was like, wow, like wouldn't it be amazing if I could just be one of those people who could take a computer, a camera, and some clothes with me and just become like a digital nomad for a year. And then I watched like all these videos about digital nomads. I think it sounds like this year has been extremely difficult for that lifestyle, obviously because travel restrictions change every single day. Being somewhere unfamiliar where you don't necessarily have access to regular healthcare, or your doctor's not there, or you may not speak the language, it seems like it's a little bit risky under these circumstances in like a worldwide pandemic. So I'm not going to become a digital nomad. Anyway, it is just coming up on, it's like just before noon, and so I'm gonna go out and get my usual Saturday coffee, do my pages. If you didn't watch that video, a few videos ago, maybe like 2 months ago at this point, I did a video about what doing pages every weekend. I don't do pages every day. Like some people sit down and they carve out 20, 30, 40 minutes every morning to write stream of consciousness pages. And I have done that in workshops before, but I find that I don't have time for that in my schedule. And also I get caught up in like small details, and I obsess over small things a lot on a daily basis. So I actually do my pages weekly, and I've sort of done that for myself to filter out things that are not that important to me in the long run. So I figure if by the end of the week, if I remember something and I'm still thinking about it and I'm still like processing something, then it becomes important for me to address by writing down or by thinking about in like a deeper way. So yeah, I do my pages every Saturday, and sometimes Saturday and Sunday, and I usually go sit at a coffee shop and have like a giant coffee and do that. And then I'm gonna go get suitcases. And my number one thing I'm trying to figure out for the past 24 hours is if I buy 3 large suitcases, how I will get them back here. So still trying to figure that out. I might have to buy 2 today and then 1 tomorrow. So many suitcases. Okay, let's get started with the day. One thing I want to do today is I have like this bag of coins, and I want to go and put them in one of those coin machines. I think here you can't get like cash for your coins, but you can get the balance put on your octopus card, which is that card I told you guys about that you can pay for everything with, like at 7-Eleven, at like just literally you can buy almost anything with an octopus card. So I'm gonna go do that because I've had this bag of change forever. And I found a coin machine by the Star Ferry, which I think may be the closest one, and so I'm gonna go there. Or I'll go to the one in Causeway Bay, depending. But that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna pull out all like the foreign coins that are not from Hong Kong and put them elsewhere, just so I can just like dump this whole bag into the coin machine. Okay, I haven't gone anywhere. It's been like 2 hours because I have spent all this time on Amazon adding things to my cart that I will need for my new home. And it's interesting like living in a hotel for this long. I've been here for about 2 months. You sort of forget that you need normal things like a vacuum cleaner and like wet wipes to like wipe down surfaces and like a toilet brush, and I need to buy like garbage cans and things like that. And so I'm trying to put them all in my Amazon cart now, so when I get to my destination, I can just like hit order and they will show up at my door within 2 or 3 days. I guess I really, really miss buying home things and like living in a proper home and having a kitchen and like different rooms to go into. Okay, but now I'm really gonna go outside because otherwise the sun will start setting at like 5 and then I'll just be like sad that I missed the daylight. So if I can, I'm just gonna try to go like put my coins in that machine today, and then I might just try to go to the Muji in Causeway Bay, which I think is the closest one to where I live, and that way if I do buy suitcases and can't get a cab, at least it won't seem that crazy to try to like wheel them home. I really think that these stores should just deliver large items to you. I don't know why you have to like go and buy a suitcase. Like, I know what I want. They only have like 2 types of suitcases there, so I just want to buy one of them. Anyway, okay, let's go outside now, for real. Okay, Causeway Bay is busy today, but like nowhere near as busy as it usually is on a Saturday. So I guess people are staying home because of COVID. Okay, the Coin Dragon website said that there's a machine here somewhere on the ground floor, the first floor. So I'm gonna look for it. There's no like clear. Maybe I'll ask somebody.
Enchanté.
So here are my coins that I am keeping, and this is what I do. I guess I'm gonna choose English. Okay, we're gonna do octopus. We're gonna say accept terms. Okay, so we're gonna pour the coins into the tray. And then put coins in, and then press to start.
Please do not deposit coins while the machine is counting.
I don't really know what's going on. I think I'm doing this wrong. I think I'm supposed to. I think I'm supposed to tip the tray in before. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so we're going to tip the coins in, and then we're going to hit retry. Okay, something's happening. $218. Okay. Check the reject tray. I don't know where the reject tray is. So we're gonna, because I have more coins, so I'm gonna add more coins. So we're gonna do it again, and this time I won't mess it up. So. Okay. That's it. That's all my coins, and then we're gonna tip it in, and then we're gonna press start.
Please do not deposit coins.
So 392, and the company takes a 10% commission, and so I'm going to continue, and then I'm gonna hold my octopus here, and now I'm done. Well, that was exciting. So now I'm done with that, and now I'm gonna go to Moji and look at suitcases. Okay, I'm back. I carry 2 suitcases, all the way back and I walked and it was crowded and it was okay, actually. And the whole time I was carrying the suitcases, I was thinking, I was like, this is like farmers carry at the gym, right? Anyway, so I got 2 suitcases. Both are like the biggest size from Muji. I'm like a little bit worried that I'll overfill them, they'll be too heavy. But I don't know if it's because no one is traveling or because it's just like the end of your sale, but all the suitcases at Muji were 30% off, which is a lot off for their suitcases. I really like their suitcases. I've been using them for a while. So I usually use Muji suitcases or I use Delsey suitcases, and my roll-on board, my, what's it called? My cabin baggage, my rollerboard, whatever, like the rolling carry-on that I have is from Away, and I really like it. But if I were to go back, I've had my Away rollerboard for so long and I actually really do like it. I think it's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, but for the price, if I were to go back now, I would probably just have bought like a Muji rollerboard because it's basically, it seems very, very similar. And yeah, anyway, I'm a little sweaty. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, I feel like I accomplished a lot today, even though I only did like 2 things. But yeah, now I'm gonna figure out what to do next with my day. Now I feel like really motivated to like do more stuff, but the sun is starting to go down. So I'm gonna actually just wash my hands and then sit down and like have some water and then think about what happens next. So this is one of the suitcases I got at Muji, and look how cool and flat it is, but it expands to like a full, I don't know if I can do it with one hand. So inside, it just took me a second to do this. Inside there are these flaps you push down and then it expands to be like a full like big suitcase. But what it makes it really easy to do is to store when you're not using it. So I got one of these, which was 30% off, and I'm really excited because look how deep it is. Look, it's like, put so much stuff in there. Okay, I got hungry, so I think I'm gonna take myself out for a little dinner. And yeah, that's gonna be my night. I'm back from dinner, and on my way back, I stopped at the 7-Eleven because that's where I always go every day. Inside the 7-Eleven ice cream cabinet, I saw something and I had to get it. And it is, check it out, Skippy peanut butter ice cream. I've never seen a Skippy brand product like this. Like, I didn't even know that Skippy made ice cream, and I don't think they do. I think this is a special Japanese edition of, it's like a license, it's a Japanese license. So let's take a look. Where's my spoon? So I thought we should open the Skippy ice cream together. It's a single serving cup, and on the back it says Imuraya Skippy Peanuts Butter Ice Cream. Peanuts butter. The label looks like this. There's like a million ingredients, which frightens me. Many things I've never heard of. All right, let's open it up. Let's open it up and let's see. So it's, oh, this is what it looks like. Okay, maybe not the most exciting looking ice cream. The picture makes it look like it's like crunchy ice cream. I don't, crunchy peanut butter ice cream. But it looks like on the inside, it looks like smooth peanut butter ice cream. But let's dig in and see. Maybe there is some crunchy on the inside. Oh yeah, there are. There are like peanut bits on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty good. I wouldn't say it tastes just like Skippy peanut butter, but it definitely has like the essence of peanut butter. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure it's worth all the calories, but I did want to get it to try it, so now I've tried it, and I think I don't need to eat the whole thing. This would be really, really good with chocolate sauce. I don't have any chocolate sauce. Anyway, every night I usually like stop by 7-Eleven, but just because like it's there. And the 7-Eleven in my neighborhood that is like closest to me is like fine. It's like a medium-sized 7-Eleven. The 7-Eleven near where I used to live, there's like a 7-Eleven like every 2 blocks here. It's like the convenience store in Hong Kong. But the 7-Eleven near where I used to live was really, really small. It was like one tiny shelf of like Kleenex and instant noodles, and then like some Diet Coke, and then some like frozen cases full of like ice cream, and then there was some milk. But this one has slightly more stuff. And the stuff they have is constantly changing. There's like a bunch of core products. Like there are certain kinds of like instant noodles they always have. They always have Pringles. They always have Doritos. And they always have like the 7-Eleven brand like salmon jerky and stuff like that. But they have all these other things, and I'll go in there. There are 2 women who work there, and like I think they work like 3 days on, 4 days off, or 4 days on, 3 days off. But they know me now because I'm like in there every day, and I just like look at all the products. And when I see something like Skippy ice cream that I've never seen before or that I'm interested in trying, I'll just like get it, and I can pay for everything on my Octopus card, which you saw me refill today with all my extra coins. So now I have plenty of money on my Octopus card to spend on silly snacks at 7-Eleven. But today I found the Skippy thing. I also, sometimes I'll go in there, I'll buy like Ribena Light. I grew up drinking Ribena because I was a child. I was born in England and I lived there till I was 5. And I love Ribena. So I always get a Ribena Light, which has like very few calories. And today, sometimes I see funny drinks. Well, not funny. Sometimes I see drinks in there that I just sort of like want to try. And today I saw this. It is a mung bean and kelp dessert drink. So I don't know if you've had this before. If you grew up Taiwanese American, or if you're Taiwanese, or if you're Chinese American, you've probably had green bean soup for dessert. It's like a sweet green mung bean soup. It's called 绿豆汤. And I have never seen it in a bottle form, cold, mixed with kelp, and marketed as a dessert drink. So I got this, and to be honest, I think I might have it for breakfast because I'm really full right now after dinner, and I don't want to like ruin this by like opening it and then not drinking it. But it's made with beans and it has kelp, so I think it's pretty healthy, except I think it probably has a lot of sugar in it. Oh, it's not too bad. It only has 6.4 grams of sugar, which is actually not bad at all. So I might save this for breakfast tomorrow, so maybe we'll see this again in the vlog. Anyway, that's my day, that's my night. Happy Vlogmas day 5 in the middle of Hong Kong 4th wave social distancing. So not a lot going on over here, not that many places to go. I'm trying not to like venture too far from my home base, and I've started to pack. So you can see behind me, that's where I've opened my suitcase, and I'm gonna try to get as much packed as possible in the next couple of days, just so I know exactly what I need to do in the coming week in order to be prepared to ship all my stuff at the end of the week or early the next week. So a lot of like logistical stuff happening. I called my airline today, and they need to figure some things out because obviously airlines are going through a lot right now. But I asked them if I could change my ticket because my ticket actually goes back to New York, and they're working on that. But because my ticket was one that was like postponed from like a trip I was supposed to take going back to New York in March, they're like, well, this ticket was booked like a million years ago at this point, so you have to use it by a certain date. It's a whole thing. But I think they'll help me because I mean, everyone's going through such a hard time right now, and like all plans are just like to the wind. So yeah, once that gets ironed out and once I ship my stuff, then it's like smooth sailing. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and I will probably be back tomorrow. I am really gonna try to get through this entire month vlogging every single day. I'm not sure how interesting these vlogs are, but I'm kind of enjoying doing it. And also it's helping me like enjoy and like capture my last few days in Hong Kong, because otherwise I would just sort of be doing what I do like by myself and just, you know, quietly instead of talking to you guys. And it's kind of fun to talk to you guys and just remember this moment and remember my last couple of weeks here. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.